Hello everyone! Today we're doing our core conditioning. So each exercise, as you know, 45 seconds, 15-second rest, 5 exercises twice through. So every exercise is meant to challenge you. It's a short period of time, so just know that we're going all out for only 10 minutes, and then that's it, then you're done. Makes a big difference though. So here we go, we're gonna start in a plank. Just warming up our core, creating that core connection. Option to do this from your knees or your toes. Let's do it. Here we go. Hands underneath your shoulders, legs back. Option to drop to your knees if you need. Hold and breathe. Going right into it. So we're just holding for now. We're holding the plank. This is our foundational movement. So I encourage you, if you ever do core exercises, start with the plank. The plank is just targets everything. It targets your transverse abdominis, your rectus abdominis, your obliques. It really helps to flatten everything out. And it's burning more calories than just crunches because you're activating your whole body. And it's hard. and when it's hard, it's a challenge for our body, and that's where we build change. Hold and breathe. 2 and rest. Awesome. We're just gonna carry on with our plank theme. So we're gonna go into a side plank. Hand right underneath your shoulder. Option to bend your bottom knee and just lift up. This is plenty. Or extend those legs all the way to straight. And here we go. Holding. We're going 45 seconds, but we're gonna switch halfway through. Breathe with me. So there is one long line from my toes all the way up through my fingertips. Really lengthening our waist, lengthening our side body. I can get compressed in the day, so we're gonna open that up. Switching sides. Hand right underneath your shoulder and lift up, taking that same variation you did so on the other side. Breathe with me. Nice. And just holding. So a lot of times we don't need to do tons of movement for our core. We can just work on stabilizing. That's not only gonna build strength in the abdominals, but it's also gonna build strength in the spine. 2 and rest. Perfect. Coming into a forearm plank, and we're gonna rock back and forth. So forearms down to the ground, option to be on your knees and just rock forward and back, or on your toes. Ready, and go for it. We're gonna forward and back. Try and keep your hips level. I know you can't see me, so just listening to my voice. We're gonna keep the hips level, so we're not shooting our hips too high or dropping them too low. Everything is nice and neutral in your spine. Core is definitely engaged, but glutes should also be engaged too here. Nice. Breathe here. Great job, team. You should feel this in your upper back for sure. 3, 2, 1, rest. Excellent. Flipping it over. Coming into a seated position, sitting nice and tall, and all we're gonna do is just twist from one side to the other. And on that breathing, here we go. Pull everything in tight and twist, center, twist, center. Breathe and twist. So we're getting into our obliques. The side of the waist is gonna be a nice frame. It's gonna help with any kind of lateral movements, especially if you play sports. If you play golf or tennis, this is a great motion for your upper back, for your rotation. Nice. Stay strong. Beautiful. Last 3, 2, 1, and release. Last one in our set, we're gonna come down onto our forearms, knees to a tabletop position. We're just gonna extend one leg back to center and then extend the other. Ready, and go. Extend and back, looking down at your belly, making sure that you're activating it. So a lot of times this can feel maybe like a little too much in the hips if we're not using our abdominals. If this feels for some reason like it doesn't work for those hips, just coming down onto your back fully and extending those legs. Nice. Almost there. If you can flex your feet or point your toes, whatever feels best for you. Last 3, 2, and 1. May have cut us short on that one, but I was done with that exercise. Okay, we're gonna go back into our plank. We only have one more set of this to go. And just know that you're working all components of your core. And we're improving the posture, flattening everything out. It does it all. Here we go. Last time through, hands underneath your shoulders, legs back. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Nice. So one way to challenge yourself in a plank, it's already very challenging, but if you want to make this a little extra, give it a little extra juice, you can pull your hands toward your toes. You will not really move the hands, but just by that active pulling, whew, it's making me shake already. I can feel my deep low abdominals turn on even more so than they were just by holding myself up. So actively pull, pull, pull. Breathe with me. Doing so well. Stay with it. Super strong. Kicking those heels back, pulling your thighs toward one another. And rest. Excellent. Last time in our side plank. So option to drop that back knee or the bottom knee and lift up, or full extension and go for it. Hold and breathe, kicking those legs out. Arm lifted. Think about pulling up through your waist. So a lot of times we start to dip here because we get tired. You can even pull yourself up and hold that there. Good. Hold and breathe. Nice. This is not an easy move. It's actually one of the hardest moves in the book. So just appreciate that we're doing it right now because it's a challenge. And 3, 2, 1, release. Switch sides. Right hand down. Feet stacked. Here we go. Lift it up. Hold and breathe. Nice. Stay strong. It's so good. Left hand high and release. Great work. Coming into a forearm plank. So we're gonna rock forward and back. Forward and back. Here we go. Lowering down, legs extend, and go for it. Rocking forward and back. And remember here, again, just listening to my voice, hips are level. So we're not hiking our hips up, dropping them too low. Hands relaxed, face relaxed. Abs are definitely not relaxed. They're very, very much on. And quads and glutes are working here. Nice. Last time here. Stay with it. You look so good. Super strong. We got this. I think the rocking plank is one of the hardest because it really activates those transverse abdominis, those deep abdominal muscles that flatten everything out. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. Flip it over. Here we go. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just gonna twist. Check in with your low back, make sure your abs are on, and go for it. Twist and twist, here we go. And you can go slow here, really, really slow. That's gonna definitely challenge the abdominals. You can lift your legs up if it feels good. Whatever feels good for your body, but just make sure it's a challenge. So we always want to check in with that. We want to make sure that it feels good, but it's also pushing us, because that's where we're going to see the results. Nice. Excellent. And in addition to the energy lift and the fat burning, we're also practicing some, good, relax. We're practicing exercise immunology, which is going to actually help strengthen our immune system by increasing our circulation, increasing our defense against pathogens. So getting in the workouts is always a good thing for a lot of reasons. Drop it down to your forearms. This is it, last one, knees up. Here we go, kick it out and in. I like this exercise because you really do have to use your low abdominals so your hip flexors don't take over. But again, if for any reason this one doesn't work for you, you can always drop down and do crunches or just perform this all the way on your back. Nice. This is the last time we're here today. This is the last exercise of the day. So give it all you've got. Give yourself everything that you have. We are almost there. Excellent. Stay strong. Whoo, abs are firing. This is it. Last 3, 2, and 1. And right away, let's flip it over onto our hands and knees. Drop the belly, lift as the chest gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come all the way up to standing. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale. Great job today. You did an excellent, excellent job showing up, working that core. I hope it was fun and helpful, and I'll see you soon.